Hello, everyone. Hi, Miss Erin. Oh, hi, Seth. So today we're going to have an educational book. I'm excited about it, though. We're going to learn lots of things about our subject. I hope everyone is doing good this morning. It is Tuesday, August 4th, 2020, and it is 8:30 a.m. So it is super early, but I'm ready to get our reading going and see what we're going to learn today. How's everyone doing this morning? Are we awake and ready to get the day going? I'm ready to get it going. Okay, so like I said, our book this morning is going to be educational. It's not going to be good. I'm glad you're good. It's not going to be a fairy tale or a narrative story. It's going to be educational about something. Now let's see if you can guess what we're going to read about. So I'm going to give you some clues. So the thing that we are going to talk about is an object in the sky. So that is where it is. You can go outside and you can look up and you can see it. But you can only see it if it's during the daytime. Because whenever it gets dark and during nighttime, this goes away. And I'll give you another hint. It is really hot. And if you go outside and you don't wear this protective moisturizer type of thing, you might get a burn. Yeah, the sun. That's right. So if you go outside and you go sit in the sun and you don't wear sunscreen, you might get a sunburn. And the sun is up in the sky and it's really hot. So I just described to you all the sun. So that's what we're going to do today. After we read our book about the sun, we're going to practice some describing. And we're going to do that by using our senses. So we have 5 senses. We have sight, so that's when you see with your eyes, and you smell with your nose, and how you touch with your hands and your skin, hearing with your ears, you can hear different sounds, and taste with our tongue, right? Seth wears sunscreen and a hat. Good. That's really good because we don't want the sun to damage our skin and get a burn. All right, here's our book. Look, it's a big yellow sun, and it's in the shape of a circle. And look, there are other shapes too. What do you think those are? Yeah, they look like big, different shaped stars. This one kind of looks like a snowflake. So this book is called The Sun, Our Nearest Star. So there's a sun. There are stars. They look so different. This one's a circle and this one's the shape of a star. But it says our sun is the nearest star. Wow. And this is written by Franklin M. Branley. So she or he is the author. And it says pictures by Helen Borton. So she is our illustrator. And on the spine of the book, we have some more words. It says Branley. Remember, Branley is our author. And it says the sun, our nearest star. And that's our title again. And at the top it says, this is a Let's Read and Find Out science book. So remember I told you it was educational. There's the sun again. Look, there's the yellow circle. And all of these little lines coming off are the sun rays, I think. All right, the sun, our nearest star, and we have our author's name again, and we have our illustrator's name again. Ooh, look at the blue sky. What do you think all these little dots are? Kind of looks like outer space. Maybe those are little stars. You see stars at night. In the daytime, you do not see stars, but there is a star in the daytime sky. What is the star in the daytime sky? It is the star nearest to Earth. So that means it is the closest star to Earth, where we are. It is the star nearest to you. We do not call it a star. We call it the sun. Did you know that? The sun is a star. It's just a lot closer to me and you on Earth. Wow. So we call our sun our daytime star. What is this little boy doing? Look, he's got a shovel and a bucket, and this looks kind of like water. And there are umbrellas in the back and some birds. Is he at the beach? I think he is at the beach. Yeah, you can go swim at the beach, or you can do what he's doing, and it looks like he's building a sand castle. He's putting sand in his bucket. Yes, the sun is a star. The sun is our only daytime star. Look, and here's our sun. See, there's just one out there. Big daytime star. The little boy was playing in the sun. Hopefully he was wearing his sunscreen. The sun is big. How big do you think it is? As big as a car? As big as a house? As big as a train? The sun is bigger. Much, much bigger. Wow, the sun is bigger than a car, and it's bigger than a house, and it's even bigger than a train. That's big. How big do you think the sun is? Do you think the sun is as big as a big boat? Wow, look how big that boat is. It is bigger. Much, much bigger. Whoa! So we said it's bigger than a car, bigger than a house, bigger than a train, and bigger than a boat. Wow, the sun must be huge. Do you think the sun is as big as a whole town? The sun is bigger. It is much, much bigger. Whoa, it's bigger than a car, bigger than a house, bigger than a train, bigger than a big boat, and bigger than a whole town. Wow, that is big. The sun is bigger than a train or a boat or a whole town. The sun is bigger than the moon. Where is the moon at? So it is also in the sky, but whenever the sun goes down, the moon comes up at night, right? Yeah, so it's dark outside, but you can still see it in the sky and it glows. So it says the sun is bigger than the moon. Wow. The sun is bigger than Earth. And we live on Earth. That's the planet that we live on. The sun is much, much bigger. Wow. So if this is Earth, this is the sun. Look how big that is. Wow. Oh, look. So I don't even know what this is. It's so little. Maybe that's a house. There's the big boat. There's the whole town. There's the moon. There's the earth. And there's the sun. Wow. It does look like a big ball. Yeah, but that's the sun. It's so big. If the earth were this big, there it is. There's Earth. That's what we live on. The sun would be this big. The sun is very, very big. Look at the difference. This looks itty bitty bitty. And that looks huge compared to Earth. Whoa. The sun is far away. The moon is far away, but the sun is much farther away. So this is the sun, and this is the moon, and this is Earth. Look, there's a car and some trees and a house, and it's on a mountain. So if you drove up to the moon, there would be the moon, and you'd have to go all the way over here to get to the sun. Suppose a car could go to the moon. A fast car would take 6 months to reach the moon. That's half a year. Oh my goodness. Suppose a car could go to the sun. The car would take 200 years to reach the sun. 6 months to the moon and 200 years to reach the sun. The sun is far away. It is very, very far to the sun. Wow. So 6 months to get to the moon and 200 years. Oh my goodness, that's a long time. The sun is a sphere. A sphere is like a ball. That's what Seth said. He said it was like a big ball. The sphere is round all around. The sun is big. The sun is far away. The sun is a sphere. So if we could make it with our hands, it would be like this. See, a big sphere, just like the sun. And the moon is like a sphere too, right? It's like a big ball. But the sun is way bigger. So there it is. There's our sun. Round sphere. Oh, look, and our page is yellow, just like the sun. The sun is very, very, very hot. A match flame is hot. The sun is much hotter than a match flame. Do you all know what a match flame is? So it's like a little stick, and you scrape it on the box, and it catches on fire, and you could use it to light a candle or a fireplace. Right there. That's a matchstick. There's a little fire on the end. So a matchstick is hot. You have to be very, very careful when you use it. And usually only your parents will use it because it can be dangerous. But it says a match flame is hot, but the sun is much hotter than a match flame. A stove gets hot, but the sun is much hotter than a hot stove. Do you know what a stove is? This is an example of an older looking stove. But look, there's squares on top, and you turn them on and a little flame comes up, or it gets really hot and you cook food on it. You might see your parents cooking food on it. Look, there's a pan and it's got some smoke coming out. That means it's hot. So it says a stove gets hot, but the sun is much hotter than a stove. And then what's our last picture? Do you know what that is? Usually we'll see them like this if it's on the ceiling. It's a light bulb. It says a light bulb gets hot. The sun is much hotter than a hot light bulb. So if you have to change your light bulbs in the in the light fixture, you have to twist it, and if it has been on all day and you just turn it off, it's still hot. But it says the sun is much hotter than a light bulb. The sun is much, much hotter than anything on earth. Oh my goodness. So think of the hottest thing you've ever felt. How about whenever you take a bite of your food and you don't blow on it to cool it down and it burns the roof of your mouth or your tongue? The sun is much hotter than that. What other hot things can you think of? What about a hot tub? And you get in and the water is bubbling and it's so hot. And the sun is hotter than that. What else can you think? What is hot? Soup. Yes, soup can get so hot. It can steam and you usually have to blow on it before you take a bite. Ooh, and what about hot chocolate? Oh my goodness. The sun is even hotter. Oh, there's another picture of our sun. What do we see? It looks like a field. What's in the field? I think I see flowers and plants. I wonder if this is a type of food. The sun helps us. How does the sun help us? It gives us sunlight, but how else? Let's see. The sun makes daisies grow. So those are daisies. Daisies are a type of flower. The sun makes corn grow. Is that corn? Have you ever seen a field of corn? They're really, really tall plants, and you can see little corn on the cobs growing on them. So we have daisies and corn. The sun makes all plants grow. Can you think of other plants that the sun helps to grow? We could say, let's think. There are other flowers. There are roses and tulips, and there's grass and trees. And what else? Maybe other types of food. So we can grow corn and tomatoes and potatoes and apple trees, all kinds of things that the sun helps us grow. Try this experiment. The experiment will show you that the sun makes plants grow. Get 2 tin cans, put soil in each can, plant 6 bean seeds in each can, put 1 can in the sun, put 1 can in a dark place. Put some water in the soil in each can. The soil should be kept damp but not wet. So this is an experiment that we can do. So look, we put soil in both cans, we put seeds in both cans, but we put one can out in the sun and one can inside away from the sun. So you water each one, and what do you think will happen? Do you think both cans will grow? I don't know. Let's see. Watch the beans. After 8 or 10 days, they will start to grow. The beans in the sun grow well. The beans in the dark grow well. Leave the cans in the same places. Do not move them. Leave one can in the sun. Leave one can in the dark. Leave them there for many days. Leave them there for 3 weeks if you can. Oh, wow. So they do both grow. Look, here's the plant that's in the sun, and it's growing. And here's the plant that was kept in the dark, and it's growing. But I thought they said that we needed the sun to grow plants. Maybe we'll see. Water the beans a little bit each day. Water them only enough to keep the soil damp, not wet. Do the beans in the dark grow? Do the beans in the sun grow? Which beans grow better? Look at the picture. What do you think? Look, here are the beans that are in the sun, and here are the beans that are in the dark. How do they look different? They're both in soil. They're both getting watered. But how are they different? They're different because this one's staying in the sun and this one's staying in the dark. Look how different they look. This one is big and growing and strong, and this one looks a little puny. Look, it's like wilty and it's little. Do you think that's because it's not in the sun? Beans need the sun. All plants need the sun. Everything that is alive needs the sun. You are alive. You need the sun. Your dog is alive. He needs the sun. We all need the sun. Wow. So we're alive, our pets are alive, and our plants are alive too. So we all need the sun. Look, there's the sun. It's round and yellow. Suppose there were no sun in the sky. There would be no flowers. There would be no beans. There would be no you. There would be no dog. There would be no plants or animals. This is what it would look like. It would be dark. Look, there's a little plant right here, but it looks sad. It's a sad plant because it needs sun, right? But it says if there were no sun, there would be no flowers, no beans, no you, no dogs. There would be no plants or animals. Now you know that there is a star in the daytime sky. The sun is the star of the daytime. It is a sphere. It is far away. It gives us light. It keeps us warm. You need the sun. We all need the sun. And there it is, shining above the town. Look, and there's people and trees. They're both living things, which means they need the sun too. And that's it. Wow, we learned so much about the sun. What are some things that you remember about the sun? It's hot. It's far away from us. It's really, really, really big. And we need the sun, right? Because we're alive. And plants need the sun, and food that we grow needs the sun, and flowers and animals. Everyone needs the sun. So, we only have a couple minutes left, so we are going to do some describing. So, from our story, we talked about flowers and all kinds of things. So, I want us to use our sight, smell, touch, hearing, and taste to describe some things that we read about in the book. So, let's describe the sun. What does it look like? When you go outside and look up in the sky, what does it look like? It's big, it's round or a sphere, it's yellow or bright white, it has rays. Yeah, good job. Can you smell the sun? I don't think so. Can you touch the sun? No, but you can feel the heat on your skin if you're sitting out in the sun, can't you? Yeah, so it's hot. Can you hear the sun? No. And can you taste the sun? No. Okay, so our next one that we're going to describe is how about something that the sun can grow? Ooh, yeah, Miss Erin earlier, she said bananas. So bananas grow on banana trees, and the sun helps them grow. So what did bananas look like? They are yellow, just like the sun. And they have a peel, and they're shaped like this, like at a little curve. Yeah. What about the smell? Can you describe the smell? Maybe it smells a little sweet. It has a very distinct banana smell because there are banana flavored candies, right? And smoothies and yogurts. What about touch? What does a banana feel like? Yeah, it's kind of squishy and soft. And the peel is a little bit harder, almost feeling rubbery. Can you hear a banana? No. Can you taste a banana? Yes. What does it taste like? Yeah, it's sweet. It's really naturally sweet. And just like the smell, it has a very distinct banana taste because you can have banana flavored things too, right? All right. So we can describe all kinds of things using our five senses. So we have sight, smell, touch, hearing, and taste. So you can find things in your house and you can describe them using our five senses. Yeah, bananas are mushy, right? They're soft and mushy, and you can squish it really easy. All right, guys. Thank you all so much for joining me so early this morning. We have two more readings today. We have one at 10:30 a.m. and 12:30 p.m. And I will be back for both of them in the comment section to chat with you all as we read. All right. I hope you all enjoyed reading about the sun and learning how to describe using your senses. All right. See you all in just a little bit. Bye, everyone.